case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In the throes of a 1986 prison riot, an inmate was wounded by prison officials who used shotguns to quell the uprising. The situation escalated when one inmate assaulted a guard and another subsequently took a guard as a hostage. With tear gas ruled out, the officials took the decision to use deadly force, instructing their officers to shoot low. Amid this tumultuous environment, prison officials had the colossal responsibility to safeguard the staff, administrative personnel, visitors, and even the inmates. Yet did this duty absolve them of allegations for using excessive and injurious force? In the aftermath of the riot, the injured inmate filed a lawsuit claiming that the officials' response amounted to cruel and unusual punishment, violating the Eighth Amendment. The inmate alleged the force was unnecessary and the officials bore a deliberate indifference to his constitutional rights. The lower courts returned a mixed verdict on the prison officials' immunity from liabilities, while the district judge granted conditional immunity, stating that principles on the use of force in such volatile circumstances weren't definitive. The Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit partially denied the protection. They held that if the officials intentionally inflicted harm without necessity, or their emergency response demonstrated intentional disregard for the inmates' rights, they had indeed violated the Eighth Amendment. As the discord continued, the Supreme Court stepped in, bringing with it a novel interpretation of the Cruel and Unusual Punishments Clause. They reversed the lower court's ruling, stating it only applies once the state has fulfilled their constitutional duties related to criminal prosecutions. The court elaborated that the use of force during a prison riot was constitutional under unique circumstances and doesn't equate to cruel and unusual punishment just because it might appear unreasonable in retrospect. The justices affirmed that the officer's order to shoot, supplemented by the aim to shoot low, did not amount to inflicting pain in an excessive, unwarranted manner. They reasoned that the shooting was part of a good faith effort to regain prison security and didn't breach the inmates' rights under the Eighth Amendment. The court refrained from granting qualified immunity to the petitioners, leaving the issue undecided. Nevertheless, the Supreme Court made clear that when the deliberate use of force is challenged as excessive in a prison setting, it's the Eighth Amendment that offers substantive protection to convicts, not the Due Process Clause.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.